EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Columbus. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They're going to look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
The 6-yard line.
And off comes to Peterson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bengals 7, Aviators nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Switch, switch, switch. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! That's caught. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Aviators are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down now, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson.
Complete to Allen Robinson. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Back to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So this Be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Under pressure, they got him again.
The quarterback set. A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To number 33. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up, make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
I got you. Hey, 19 tight. Slam. Shift.
They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Hey, we got 3 down. Watch one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Bengals 48-yard line.
Coming after you. Shift. Check 26. Check. Crouch. He's checking.
And some strong running. They find some open field here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The 30-yard line.
Kill. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Back to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy Sideliner. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now here's another carry for Harris. Running right through him. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Aviators have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Aviators 14. Bengals 10. Jake Bailey.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
They'll try and run with Harris. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Peterson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Peterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Check 3.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
An option handoff given to Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A 10th carry now for Peterson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 16-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So this